So we're in this outdoor kitchen area, and it's absolutely amazing, beautiful. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the space and what's in it?
Yeah, absolutely. So the homeowner knew that she wanted a pool house type area where they could store towels, have dry space, that type of stuff. They didn't want to be running out of the house. So that kind of went into this design. They also knew they wanted an open air covered pavilion area, which is exactly what we have. So we built the pool house onto the back of the wall there. It's just a small 8-foot wide by 20 foot, but there's a lot of space in there. It has shelves and different things like that. Open area, have your lights, night light, the landscape lighting in here. It just provides a nice place to get in out of the heat and the sun of the whole backyard area.
So you mentioned the lights in the ceiling, but what are these things that kind of come out of the ceiling?
That's a really good question. Those are outdoor infrared heaters. So in the fall of the year or the spring of the year when they're out enjoying the space or watching football games, whatever, they can flip those on and it puts radiant heat down. They look like they're really high off the ground, so you don't think you get any heat, but those things put out some amazing heat.
So walking in here, I noticed that the block and the countertops are a little different than what we normally do with our outdoor kitchens.
They really are. This was a little bit different situation because we were going to do the stone like what's on the pool over there, but we felt like that since we did have the pool house in the back and doing that much stone, it didn't really match everything else. So we decided to go with the house is fairly new, so we could get the same brick from the house. So we brought the brick into the outdoor kitchen area so it looks like they complement each other. As far as the countertops go, usually we do a leathered finish granite, which is a more rougher finish, not really as shiny. The homeowner chose to do quartz out here, which is a little bit more durable, just a beautiful finish and look to it. So I would love to take props for the countertop selection, but that was absolutely the homeowner, and she did a really good job of picking everything and putting the things together and making them look good with that.
I noticed there are a lot of components that went into this, so
yes.
What are some of the details of what each of these components do and are?
The homeowner, she wanted a true outdoor kitchen because we're obviously very far away from the indoor kitchen part of it, so once they're down here, they wanted to be down here. So we have standard drawers and refrigerators and stuff, but she wanted a freezer, which was a little bit different. Another thing they wanted too was a pellet grill. So we went out and found RecTech grill, performs really well. They're really happy with that. And one of the things we added onto here, we noticed that there wasn't a lot of places to eat lunch and things like that. So we added the extra bar space on the ends of the patio there, which really was nothing more than the design part of it, extending the granite out an extra foot or so to help out with that. So one of the things that was a lot different for us here that we'd never done before is she actually wanted a dishwasher. Well, when we did a dishwasher, that requires to have plumbing and the sink and stuff, so that was a challenge with the elevations and stuff too, but it worked out really well. So we have a dishwasher, freezer, ice maker, refrigerator, all the components. I mean, everything you'd want in an indoor kitchen and having an indoor kitchen, she actually has a second kitchen out here.
So walking in here, I did notice there was a lot of walkways, stairs, obviously just some elevation issues, and you just got done talking to the customer here with an interview, and
yes.
He mentioned it. So why don't you give us a little bit more details about what went in with the elevations of this project?
Yeah, if you look at the property and the before pictures here, there's approximately 12-foot elevation change between the back porch and the bottom of here. So what we did is when we designed things, we knew we wanted to terrace everything, so we didn't want a 12-foot wall in the back here. So we started off at the ground level and designed this outdoor living area and entertainment area down at the bottom of the pool with the 2 to 3 foot wall there. Then we came into, and DJ Geddes with Geddes Pools designed in the pool, and he had the idea of let's do a swim up bar at this area, which is about 42 inches. Then if we go up the steps, we have our 2 patio areas there that kind of flows into the porch in the back there. So then the final piece of it was just the slide in the back that you see in the background to give that elevated space and that, I mean, honestly just an awesome view and a great place for the kids to play.
So walking in here, there's obviously a lot of patio space that went into this project, and there's obviously different areas, living areas and
different things like
that.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, and it is, you can't do a very large patio space when you have elevations like this because, again, you want to make sure that you don't have a big, huge drop off at the end of it. So we knew we wanted a tanning area up, so we kind of jutted that area out. This area close to the house where the pool is, so we call that like a functional walkway, which is 6 or 8 foot wide, so they could put a table there if they want to. So you could easily have 30 or 40 people running around this area. So when you have large gatherings like that, even on a smaller design, we try to break people up into groups. So if you look around these areas, you'll see seating for 6 or 8 people in different areas.
Earlier, you were doing an interview with the customer here, Corey, and he mentioned that water was a big part of that he wanted out here for his living style and his house. there's a lot of water out here. So why don't you give us a little bit more details about what each piece is?
Yeah, exactly. And Corey mentioned it best, and not to repeat his word, but water has a soothing element to it. It calms you, it de-stresses you at the end of the day. One of the key elements when Corey came to our showroom and looked around was seeing all the water features and everything. He knew he wanted that, and when DJ and them designed the pool, there's 3 different water features within the pool itself. So you have your bubblers, you have your spa and hot tub up there with the spillway coming over, and then you have the custom slide with the natural boulders and things like that. So to add to that, we had a dead space over in the corner with the bubbling urn, so we kind of filled that in with some water sound, so when they're sitting on the patio, they hear that. And then down here at the bottom, we had the Pondless waterfall that gives the water sound down at the bottom for here, and gives you that audio experience as you're walking around. And
yeah, absolutely. You're walking around, and it's not just centered in one place like down here with just the Pondless waterfall. As you walk around, you hear water everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And one of my big things, you know me well enough to know this, Corey's the same as I am. He loves having music and sound and stuff. Our taste in music are probably different. Maybe, I don't know. I've never heard him play music out here, but having that soft music in the background, giving you that resort environment to where you have the outdoor speakers that are strategically placed along in the landscaping that, you can look around from right here and not see a single speaker. You turn the audio on and there's speakers everywhere out here. And as you're walking around, you hear the radio kind of shift from one speaker to the other, and you still don't drown out your water sound and your conversations and that type of stuff.
So the pool here that we're standing at, it's obviously elevated. We're standing at the bar area of it. So what is it exactly considered? Is it semi-in-ground, and is it considered an in-ground pool?
This is a custom gunite pool built by DJ Geddes Pools here in Nicholasville. Everything's custom built with this, so there's no panels or anything. They freeform the walls with it. They come spray the concrete. The tanning ledge obviously is very popular with their style pools, with the bubblers. I see a lot in that. The custom hot tub with the spillover waterway, custom slide that comes around with the natural boulders that we place around the landscaping. It just all ties together again where the customer can have, if they wanted this exact same shape pool, only half the size, they can do that.
So earlier in the kitchen area when we were talking about how this is a different style pavilion and how it has the open but also with the closed, which is different from what we usually do. So how did that work out and with everything?
Yeah, so Tucker Vaught with Deck Pros out of Lancaster, they do all of our custom pavilion areas, decks, pergolas and stuff. I draw the pretty pictures on paper, he makes them come to life, and it's really truly how that happens. So when I drew this, and if you look at our designs, it literally looked like a blob square. Nothing like the detail with the headers and the beams and everything going on in the custom pool house.
Standing out here, we noticed that you see the lighting, the string lighting here along the walkways and stuff, and I'm sure the water features in the pool just lights up at night. But why don't you tell us a little bit more about what lighting really is back here?
In the pavilion area, we have 4 lights around on the walls. When that kicks on, it's just a nice soft light that comes down, so you can see to move around, see to enjoy the area, but you're not turning on a spotlight, if you will, an overhead light with something like that. The bistro lighting around the outside and along the tanning area up there, if you notice the elevations again, there was no good way to get lighting around those areas, but the bistro lighting was a really great solution for giving that soft ambient lighting on the back of the entertainment area here, on the back of the tanning area over there. So if you're sitting out again, when it gets dark, you can turn all the lights kick on automatically. There's some strategic path lighting around the steps and stuff for safety, so when you're walking around, you're not falling down the steps and things like that. Again, up around the pool area, so kids are swimming at night and running up and down the stairs, we want to light that stuff up. So again, just strategically placed, soft lighting, nice ambient feel so you can see to move around. I'm sure that they have some LED lighting, probably color changing in the pool and the spa. It looks really neat at night.